What are you doing, mate? Coming in on what? Funny little dog. So, hello. Today I'd like to take a look at this, which is yet another of my driver's handbooks that I've collected. I've got quite a few of them. Neat. It's got a few of them. You coming up, mate? Pop up. Come on, pop up next to me. Come on. Pop up, Chicklebug. Funny little dog. So this one's a BMC publication. I don't even know what that stands for now. British Motor Corporation or something like that? Can't remember. Strange man that I am, my brain's just gone. The British Motor Corporation, there it is, look. There it is listed. This is an old book, by the way. When the Morris Motors Limited were in Cowley in Oxford, England. And the trade was booming in it. They did a whole load of minis. Super Deluxe Mini Minor. Morris Mini Minor. The Traveller, which had the wood. Do you remember the wood? Probably not. The youngsters won't know what I'm talking about. And the Morris Minivan, which was used, regularly by delivery drivers and postal workers, all sorts of things. Although they did tend to use more Morris Minors, actually, the postal workers, now I think about it. So there's your BMC. There's your general data for the vehicle. This year vehicle. I had two minis. I had a Clubman and I had an earlier 69 model, which had sliding windows. The windows didn't even go up and down. It was such an old car. They actually slid back and forth, which is weird. But that was very much the cluster. The key was in the middle in it to start the car, So Alec Isigonis, I think his name was, designed the Mini, and well, he designed a lot of the Austins and what have you. Mine was a manual; it wasn't automatic. But lovely car, transverse engine, so it was very, very compact, because the engine, what that means is that the engine is actually on the side. It's not actually going back and forth like a traditional sort of rear wheel drive car. Transverse meant that the engine was actually turned on itself so that it fed the front wheels. It was front wheel drive. Really, really clever design, in actual fact. Made everything very compact. Hydroelastic Oh, you're gonna have to bear with me. The begonias are looking good this year, aren't they? God almighty. Slowly going crackers. Yeah, the hydroelastic suspension was like a pneumatic suspension. It was oil filled. It was good and it was bad, because when it went wrong, the car used to lean to one side if it was leaking. Wasn't all that good, but it was an innovative design, I suppose you might say. Let's put it that way. Let's leave it there. But I loved my Mini. I liked it a lot. I went out with my first girlfriend, or one of them anyway, in my little Mini. She loved it as well. It was all good, baby. It was all good. Things got ignited. Yeah, talking of ignition. But no, it was a basic car, so you could easily work it. And they various different models. The Cooper, the Mini Cooper was a very rapid vehicle. That was James Hunt, the Formula One motor racing driver, had a Mini Cooper when he was a younger lad. And a friend of mine, Gary, his name was, Robbins, I think his name was, surname. He had a 1275 GT Mini, which was really quick. That was like Clubman based one. That was the back lamp cluster. And that was the front lamp cluster. Headlight, I suppose. Really, really nice cars, actually. I loved it. Very, very happy memories of my little Minis. And, this thing is rocking on. There's it's more just, now it's just more technical data, isn't it? I don't want to tear the pages, because I'm so clumsy, it's likely I'll tear the pages. But these are wiring diagrams, obviously. wheels and tyres. So that's obviously with jacking points and things like that where you can jack it up. That's your jack there. I mean, they're not big cars, minis. You can arguably you can lift it up yourself without a jack, sort of thing. But they were nifty little motors, and easy to park. And I remember thinking the economy was amazing. I had a Ford Capri 3 litre, I think it was, a 3 litre GT XLR, I think it was the one I had at the time. Couldn't afford to run it, so I sold that and bought a Mini. And I went to fill this Mini up, and I couldn't believe it. It just took that sort of £2.10, and it was done. And I thought, no, there's something wrong with it. Oh God, there's something wrong with it. It won't take any more fuel. Because I was so used to filling up this Ford Capri, which was like just a gas guzzling Essex V6 engine car. But when I got in the Mini, I was just laughing like a dolt for about half a year. You know, enjoying my newly found fuel economy. And I don't know what that is. A sump drain plugs. That's for the oil, isn't it? You see, these things had they didn't even have alternators in those days. They had dynamos, which weren't as good as alternators for powering up batteries, but they were pretty effective. It worked. That's your carburetor, I think. That's your dizzy head. You know, your distributor cap. The distributor cap would go in there, innit? And then it would spin around doing all the business it is, isn't it? But yeah, I used to do a lot of work on my own cars, to be honest with you. Never really paid for mechanics. As I said in previous videos, I had friends that were mechanics, and they used to help me out. We used to work on the cars ourselves. Just get it all sorted slowly over a weekend or something, you know. But yeah, there you go. That's it. I suppose that's about it. That's your lot. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. I fully appreciate it, always. Morris Mini Minor Driver's Handbook from probably the 60s, I think. I don't even know. Is there a date in it? There you go. 1966. So that's a while ago, isn't it? I was born in 65, so it was only a year after my birth. Oh well. Perhaps I was born in the back of it, innit? Who knows? I'll leave you on, Jimmy. Thanks ever so much for watching. All the very best wishes. Cheers.